Yeah, I already took this off. There's plenty of videos that shows how to take these off and disassemble it. It's just you twist it off and then you take off the other parts and you put in this part. Go Fast bits that have pretty good installation instructions, so you know, I'm just gonna show how to put this in. It's a bit of a pain in the butt when I took it off. It's very tight, tight quarters here. You gotta take this guy off, and you gotta take this guy off here, this air intake. I took off as little as possible. I think some people even take off the box and stuff like that. So I just kind of took these, the turbo and the air box piping off, just to have enough room so I can squeeze my hands in there. There's the, I don't know if it's visible, but that's where it goes, the diverter valve. So I'm just gonna place it there. It's actually kind of dirty here, so I'm gonna get like a little kitchen scrubby thing to kind of clean off the mating surface, so you know it attaches to it as tightly as possible so there's no air leaks. Alright, so I'm just gonna use the scrubber to clean it off a little bit. I also did the same thing to the diverter valve itself too. Okay. Okay, it's much better than before. This came with some new bolts because it's gonna be longer. This adds extra width to the device, so they send these 3 extra bolts which are longer than the OEM ones. Okay. So.
Oh my god. Is Stone's Mini finally done?
Almost.
Is your Mini done?
Almost.
Oh, do you need some car parts? Is there still some more car parts? Because there's some in your room. Yeah, 40 something dollars by DHL, your friendly neighborhood importer from Miami with tariffs. Oh my god, what is that? Is that a camshaft position sensor?
Nope.
Is that a turbo power sensor?
Nope.
Is that a throttle body sensor?
Nope. Okay.
Is that a fuel sensor?
Nope. برو کبابو درست کن. چیکار میکنی؟
Where's the cow?
تو چیزه، تو آشپزخونه. So it's a good thing these bolts are the same size as the other ones, so you don't have to look for any other new bit. Also, I read that the yeah. So the new bolts, they're the same size as the old ones in terms of the bit size, so I don't have to look for new ones. And also I read that the OEM, they use thread locker, so I'm just gonna use some of this blue JB Weld thread locker on the screws. Okay, now alright, so this is gonna go this way. Okay. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. The hardest part of this is getting this, getting to the this bolt hole on the back side. That's gonna be the most difficult part, because you can hardly see it. And there's these turbo oil lines here that don't allow you easy access to it. Okay, just want to get my bearings. Okay, where was it? Where was the other line? I'm really scared of just trying to put this in on top of the bit because I can't really see where it is, and I don't want it to just fall into the engine bay somewhere. So I feel it, it's there. I think I'm just gonna take this oil line off. There's no way I feel safe just putting the bolt in blind. This line is just in my way. Wow. Oh, jeez. My mistake, it's a coolant line. Is it? Yeah, it's a coolant line. Okay, my bad. Alright, I didn't know that. Okay. And it's leaking a little bit too. Oh no. Is this leaking? Gotta give it to Minnie. I don't know how these guys fit all these things in here. Honestly, these are like, they're almost like throwaway cars or something, you know? Once something goes wrong with them, you just gotta buy a new one, because everything is such a pain. Such a struggle with this vehicle. Yep, and it fell. Ah, jeez. Where'd it go? I think it fell in the engine bay, of course. That's exactly what I was afraid of. I found you. Where'd you go? Okay, it's right there. Yep. Okay. Pick it up. Ready? Nope. Okay. Alright. I got it. Let's see. Should have done this before, but I'm gonna lube this lube this little rubber gasket here. Okay. And also the original one here. Okay. Just gotta make sure these holes line up, because sometimes you can push it in and get it tight, but then you realize, wait a minute, the holes are not lining up. So it's easier to put the screws in first and then press these two parts together. Okay, so that's not the right way. Nope. Yeah, so it only goes one way, but you just want to make sure the holes are lined up properly. Okay. All right. Put a little. Dab of this so it doesn't go in dry. I haven't read anywhere that you should do this, but I mean, I've heard that it's always a good idea to lube up gaskets so you don't put them in dry. Okay. Now, let's see, should I just put this guy in and then use this bit and a extender maybe. Let's see. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I'm gonna try it. It's supposed to be this way. Ah, nice. Great, I put in the screw, the wrong screw hole. It's supposed to line up this way. Okay. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work too well. Okay. Let's see. If this was magnetic, I think it would have helped a little bit, but even then, I'm just flying blind in there, you know? Not just trying to get it in by the feel of it. There's the hole. way. Oh no. My paper towel flew away. Where the hell did it go? Are you serious? Oh, there it is. Alright. This feels tight enough. And while I'm at it, I might as well put some thread locker on here. Alright. Okay. This coolant hose hard line thing is just really ticking me off. It's right in my way. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, it feels solid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is in. Yeah, I see it right there. It's in. Good, good. Now, okay. Just try to get this back in there and then start ratcheting it. Okay. I believe I see it right there. Yep, I got it. Okay. So I can't use the bit because I can't ratchet because I'm gonna hit this line. But then I use a little bit of extension, and then the this stupid coolant overflow tank is in my way. I did remove it a little bit, but not all the way. Just the same thing I did last night, but in reverse, trying to take it off. It's just a lot of ratcheting and ratcheting and ratcheting. If you have a seat, you might as well use it because it's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna bother torquing it or anything because my torque wrench isn't even gonna really fit in here. Just hand tighten it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Don't want to go too crazy. I just remembered it's aluminum. Okay. There we go. Oh no, my thread locker spilled. Ah, jeez. Always put on the cap. Alright, I'm gonna get this other hard part out of the way too. Might as well. Oh no. Can I just... yeah. Dip it in there. Okay. I think I'll do the same little trick. Use a little bit of paper towel to make it a tighter fit. Yeah, so it sticks on. Poor man's magnet bit, I suppose. Okay. Yep, there we go. Alright. Good, good, good. Just make it a bit tight here. Ah, yeah. Tight enough I can use this. Okay. Ah, darn it. It's still not tight enough for the ratcheting to start working. Ah, my God. Everything's in your way. It's just such a fucking battle. Feels good enough. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Now just gonna open this third one on the top, put some thread locker, or I guess rub some of this thread locker here. Yeah, looks good enough. Don't want to go nuts. Is this it? No. Oh, there it is. That's that. It's in. Now I just need to plug in the wiring harness into the diverter valve. Okay. Of course, like everything else, it's a challenge. Alright, nice. It went in. Yeah. Nice. It's in there. It's locked. That's good. Put this coolant line back in here. And that's that. So yeah, that's how you reinstall your diverter valve with the Go Fast Bits DV Plus add-on. It's not too hard. Well, you gotta get to those other things, so relative to other things in the Mini. But it's unfortunate that these cars have so many problems. You spend more time fixing them than modifying them. Such a hassle. I wouldn't mind doing this if it was hopefully it's a one-time thing for at least, I don't know, 100,000 kilometers. I won't have any issue. If I don't, you know, it's worth it. But yeah, that's the diverter valve. Next up is I'm gonna be looking into changing the valve cover. A lot of oil here, oil on the sides. That's another crappy piece of engineering from Mini. Alrighty. Okay. Tighten this clamp up here. Okay. Give it a nice tug so you make sure it doesn't come out. and then shove this guy here in there, tighten it up, give this a good tug too, so you know, you make sure it doesn't come off. I also opened this guy up just to give me some extra room. I had some leakage down there, I don't know why. The thing should be pretty tight. It's not from the line, it's from the bottom part of the coolant overflow itself. I guess I gotta keep an eye on that just in case if it keeps leaking. I don't know why. I wasn't really too rough on it or anything. Okay, that's in there. This I believe is an 8mm or a 5/16 is the closest thing I found, so that's what I'm using. Use this little extension here, make it a little bit easier on myself. Okay, doesn't need to be too tight. Okay, so yeah, that's the that's with the air intake all nice and tight, and the coolant overflow nice and tight. That's it for the diverter valve.